Whoa, what's up? Holy smokes, look who's in the chat. The whole fam damily. How's it going, friends? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. TRD Farmer in the house. David Stragahart. Dave Digital. My friends, how are we? We got company right now, so we're coming live. We got an air mattress behind us, so in case BTC decides to move and we have a panic mode, we can run and kind of hit it. You know what I mean? Like, if you got to run into the wall, we got an air mattress on the wall. Holy smokes. Okay, how are we doing? I pulled up XRP just in case David wants to take a look at that. You know, he's saying smash the likes. We're going to do a collab as soon as I get back into North America. We are currently in Australia. Shout out to every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to look at some alts. We're going to look at a wave setup that we had last night in the Discord. Played out pretty nice. I think Sniper's Nightmare got stopped out, if I'm not correct. Yeah. My man. That's all right. It pumped quite a bit and then obviously got rejected at the 786. So we're going to look at a whole bunch of trade setups we've had. Only 5 people in the chat and only 3 likes shaking my head. Where are you at, people? Thank you so much, David. Much love. We're going to do a collab very shortly. I will be coming back to Canada in September. So yeah, good news. Bitcoin price. Oh my God. Have we seen this low of volume? I mean, I don't know if we've seen this low of volume in this long of a time frame, but my God, if we just go, let's look. My God, dang it. This is just like sailing downwards, man. This is painful. You can see that's like, if we follow this horizontally, let's just draw a horizontal line here. Like that, we're looking all the way back to like, peak of the bear market, dropping down. Everybody think we're going to 100K and then nah. So volume is low. We are getting bored, so we're looking at volume. We don't know how to react to this, but there are trades to be had, so we will keep our ear to the ground, keep informed. Make sure to go over and check out Lunar Beach's crypto. He's very active on X. Is it X? Or are we going to call it Twitter? This is my man over here. You see Lunar Beach's crypto? Mr. David. He's in my opinion, he's an XRP. Can I call you an XRP maxi? No, I can't call you an XRP max. He's a dear friend who I adore and I respect because he tells it like it is. So thank you, David, for always being around and helping me on my trading journey as well. So, Bitcoin. You guys want to know about Bitcoin? Of course you want to know about Bitcoin. Let's pull up the daily. Let's look at it like this. Okay, you see you got 2 volumes here. You got 2 volumes. Turn up the volume, right? And what I can simply see is we got 2 levels here. All you got to do is really draw a horizontal line. We can get rid of this volume here. We can stretch this out, and we can simply see that there is this right here. This is the big daddy. If you want to make it a big fat line, you can draw a big fat line there. Okay, here's the big daddy line. And the big daddy line is a separation between 2 levels. Okay, we have the level up here where we're challenging and knocking on the door for bullish sentiment. And then we have the level down here. Ooh, see how I did that? That we are challenging this massive trend line that everybody and their grandfather is talking about. So we probably won't go to it because everybody's talking about it. Okay, so I don't know what this one down here is just shouldn't be there. So we have these 2 areas, right? We haven't fallen down through this area. Okay, so to get accepted back into this range, we simply need to look over here. And we can see that we have a value area high right here holding us up. Okay, so make sure to add that to your trading chart, right? So you got the top here, You got the middle here, and then you got the bottom here, and acceptance into this lower range. This is simply going sideways. We think Bitcoin's possibly having just a little break with all this news. So what we're looking for is either to challenge this level and punch through and come to this trend line, or we're looking for it to come above here and flip this to support and continue upwards. Now, with inflation coming in a little bit sticky now, what can we look to expect, right? Can we expect some sideways action? Well, most likely. We do have true inflation at 2.26 right now. Okay, we do have that, right? One thing I noticed here, if we go to the month, let's go to 6 months, is that we're stuck, right? We're stuck a little bit sideways here. So we'll keep that up to date. Also, we don't have too much going on next week. We do have retail sales and building permits, okay, which is good. And then we have, Pow speaking on Thursday. So, and for me, Canadian inflation rate, which isn't that relevant and won't move the markets, my friends. So Pow might move the markets on Thursday, August 17th. So we'll keep our ear to the ground for that as well. Now, also, we always got to remember that on September 20th, which is quite a ways away, but, we'll watch this. And this has been fluctuating a little bit lately. We're at 90.10 right now. I saw this a little bit lower. So possibility of rate hike is slowly creeping up. Okay, slowly creeping up. Right now it's saying no rate hike, but we can see that we might be slowly creeping up here on the rate hike. So we got to keep our ears to the ground and see what's going on. We always have that lingering notion of that beautiful, beautiful possibility of BlackRock ETF. We have Cathie Wood's ETF being delayed. So there's many things to be aware of, okay? Many things. But what can we look into the short-term time frames, right? Like, I want to trade, man. So let's jump into that. Looking at market Cipher here, we got simply two beautiful green dots, which pushed us up. We came to that key level of horizontal resistance and got rejected, okay? So we got to keep our ear to the ground. Now, some people are drawing trend lines. You can draw a trend line like we're breaking out. A lot of people like this trend line here where, we're breaking out of this triangle, which in my opinion, I'm not a really big fan of. Okay? I like horizontal range. I like this range horizontally here. I'm looking for a retracement. I am a crypto agnostic, but I love XRP. I love you too, man. Love you too. Much love, man. So, how can I trade this, right? There's been some alt opportunities. We'll get into that with XRP and Shiba Inu and the wave setup we had. Aptos looking pretty juicy as well. And Ethereum is kind of going sideways. But we'll get into those after we do Bitcoin. So, we're going to watch this here. Now, I posted in the Discord, so join us in the free Discord down below. My TA setups for Bitcoin, right? We got 2 TA setups given in advance, helping you guys, become profitable traders. My ideas, my risk management, also that wave setup given in advance. You can see waves coming up to that area where we were looking to take that trade, okay? So we are sharing our trade setups. When I gave that wave trade setup, I was going to bed because we are in Australia and we're in a totally different time zone. But we enjoy sharing all of our stuff here. Everything is free in the place to be, Alex O Crypto. You know what I mean? So let's jump into this. Daily, pushing up, green. We're in the green now. Money flows in the green, getting rejected possibly off of the VWAP of the 0 line. Now let's look. Weekly is coming up. We can see we have this bearish divergence that everybody's talking about. Okay, big bear div. I believe there's more room to the downside with this. Will it happen right away? Not exactly, because this is weekly, okay? We can see that we've had a pushback on this weekly candle compared to the other doji indecisive one, okay? So a pushback is very good, but inevitably, I believe it is still looking to come down. Now, looking at market Cipher on the 4-day, the 3-day, which we were looking for the trigger wave to the downside, which happened, but it didn't bring us much movement, okay? We've been very sideways. So now we have a green day or a green dot on the 3-day looking to come back up. We still remain pretty much overbought on the long-term time frames, okay? So there's a lot of room to the downside on the stochastics. We need to be aware of that as well. back to the daily here. What I want to be aware of is that there's big separation here in the stochastics. We know that volume is extremely low right now over this range. So we're going to watch volume for an uptick, okay? We can see that there's a clear decline here on volume, which we need to be aware of. We're looking for a movement. Will we get it next week? That's what we're trying to figure out. Now, in the short-term time frames, let's jump down to the 12-hour, and we can see that we have this range here. Now, the trade setups are simple as this, okay? We have an area right here at 29,250 where I'm looking for a long, okay? And this is just a simple retracement matched with volume. You can see the golden pockets here. Then we can pull our beautiful, beautiful volume here, and we can see that we have a golden pocket here. So the trade setup is very simple. We are looking for a continuation. We have put in higher lows, okay? So the trend is your friend until the end. We're looking for it to come back down here, somewhere within this area between the 786 and the golden pocket, where we can fire off along for continuation to the upside, okay, until proven otherwise. Until we come in, we put in a significant lower low, right? And we change the trend, okay? 10K monthly candles soon. We hope so. We hope so. So this is my idea for a continuation to the upside, okay? That's my trade setup for the upside. Make sure to protect yourselves. The ideal trade here, though, is this is short-term trading, right? So that trade there, but the ideal trade here is to have a swing failure pattern like we've had here where we get a bull div, right? You can see the higher high. I believe the bull div is on the 3-hour. If we go over here to the 3-hour, was it the 3-hour? No, it was not the 3-hour. It was the 4 or the 2. Anyways, with this divergence here, and it brought us up, okay? So right now, the ideal trade would be something along the lines of what we got over here, where we're making a significant lower low, wicking down, grabbing the liquidity of the previous wicks, and continuing to the upside. In the short-term time frame with low volume, we're looking to bounce off of this retracement level and continue to the upside and challenge this high level of liquidity here around 30,000. That would be my short-term time frame trade for Bitcoin to the upside. Now to the downside, it's very simple as well. Okay, very simple as well. We pull a Fibonacci golden pocket retracement from the top here. We go to the 786 because that's where liquidity lies. Okay, for me, liquidity lies a bit higher here, where we're looking to look for kind of a swing long here down to the downside, okay? We know that there is liquidity from many wicks from before. A lot of people probably still holding, if they're still holding their shorts from up here, congratulations, you're very patient. So there is liquidity up here, but everybody and their brother is quite bullish, so we need to be, let's actually check that. Can we check that, please? Let's check that. Coming over here. Yeah, so people are still pretty greedy, man. 54 fear and greed index, okay? So we got to be very cautious of these people. So we're looking for more downside. Up top here, 786, continuation to the downside. So those are my thought ideas for this sideways Bitcoin action. Right now, overall, it's painful. I mean, this is painful. Right here, this is painful. I was snoozing yesterday. I mean, I was very... This is just mixed signals. This just looks like a Christmas tree now because it doesn't know what it wants to do because it doesn't have any direction, right? We had this one swing low down here to where we were looking to trade. Nothing, okay? We got nothing. So right now, we watch this range here. We protect ourselves. We can pull our simple fib from here to here. We look for a price to come back up into this 0.5 golden pocket area where we can look to B Team Crypto with the crab symbol. Throw the otters in the chat, but this is crabbing sideways, man. This is crabbing sideways. Thank you for being here, B Team Crypto. Much love to you, my friend. So we're looking for a reaction. Swing failure pattern down, attempt at the highs here. The trend is slightly upwards right now, so we need to be aware of that, okay, that the trend is working its way upwards. We've put in these pushes, have not been able to sustain the push, but they are making higher lows, right? So we'll look for another swing failure pattern and possibly to fire off that long. That's my more, I think it would be a more profitable trade. But if we do get that massive push, sometimes we get a massive push on a Sunday, okay? So sometimes we need to be prepared for that, where we can look for it to come up here and challenge these highs yet again, okay? Wake me up when September ends so I can start selling off. Absolutely. If you DCA'd and you think there's a dump coming, well, maybe it's time to sell. Maybe it's time to sell. I mean, I've been DCAing on the way up, so I've been doing all right, but who knows what's next. So S&P 500, we got the retrace we wanted, right, to 44.50. This, to me, looks like it can bleed out more. I have this trend line down here below. Looking for it to come back to reality and test these highs over here, okay? These highs over here, around 43.50. So if Bitcoin bleeds down, look for the S&P to lead the way. Those top stocks, right? Those top stocks, if we go over here, we can see that we have the tech stocks, right? And they're all down, okay? So looking over here, they are all down, not doing so well. So we need to be aware that, Nvidia down 3%, right? Apple bleeding down as well, Tesla, after all these big pushes, right? So we need to watch the stock market, how it's behaving. A lot of people selling off, right? Selling off into these peaks where, it's bleeding out to the scene of the crime. There are many stops along the way, but as these top industry leaders bleed out, look for the S&P to bleed out as well, right? Just naturally. Oh yeah, and we always have Home Depot. Home Depot, bullish on Home Depot. I'm a carpenter by trade, so always bullish on Home Depot. This is how I even have my my little 2-foot level here. So I sometimes bring it up to the top of the charts, and I draw my trend lines with a magic marker on my laptop screen. I get my magic marker. Where is it? Here we go. I get a magic marker, right? And then I draw my trend line. And then you don't have to draw it with the mouse. Okay. Maybe I'm being ridiculous. I'm just having fun, okay? Gotta have fun while I'm here. Because this is what sideways Bitcoin does to you, my friends. Oh, man. Someone clip that. All right. So we're going back over to the Dixie. Dixie's pumping. Look at Dixie. It's pumping, man. We said it was going to pump, bouncing off this 100 level. Look at this. I believe it has the cojones to come up to 103, 104 area. But right now it's going to be at a key level of resistance. You can see this mini trend line coming down. And then we have the major trend line to attack here around 103.5. We'll raise this up a little bit. So we're looking for it to come up to this area. And obviously, as Dixie pumps, Bitcoin dumps, right? It's an inverse correlation. So we'll see how that goes. People are holding more dollars possibly. So we'll have to be patient for that. Okay. So keep that Dixie chart on your radar. And also with the S&P here, we have the possibility to continue upwards. I know my chart looks atrocious right now. Maybe I'll clean this up for you guys. But yeah, we have this beautiful trend line that we've worked up. But I look for a healthy retracement back down to this key level of support now at 4,300. Okay, around here. That's what I'm watching. So overall, that looks to me like Bitcoin should continue its way downwards, right? Even with this weekly coming in, yeah, it pushed back a little bit, but overall, to me, this is a nice bleed out, and we expect alts to bleed out, especially as if we go over to total 3, we can see total 3 is pumping up, right? So alts are coming back into Bitcoin, right? As this falls, we're going to see Bitcoin come up, right? So be patient. Maybe sit on your hands. Maybe just go and learn some trading, try out some new strategies, and kiss your wife, or just love yourself. All that good stuff. Okay. Let's go over to ETH. What is ETH saying? ETH is saying to me that even with bullish news, because ETH did get some bullish news with that Polygon stuff, even with that bullish news, it's still failing to push back, right? We are stuck in this hamburger, and it looks like we want to continue bleeding downwards. Okay, 1800 is the level to hold. If lost, 1737 is my target, and then I'll be looking to pick up some more, right? Pick up some more as, ETH has held strong, but it hasn't done a lot. One thing I'm watching right now for a breakout, I'm watching APT for a breakout. You can see we have this downtrend here. We had a little attempt at it the other day, and it has gotten rejected. So APT, if we do put in some sort of double bottom here, we can look to fire off along, make some nice profits. I think if we break out of this downtrend, this will fly back up to that $14 mark, which is almost 2x on your investment. So for me that this looks like a promising trade. So keep your eyes on APT. Maybe set an alarm. Maybe we'll set an alarm together just to just to make sure that we're notified. I want it lower though. I want it down here. Yeah. So we look for that swing failure pattern to the downside where we can fire off along, right? Something along those lines. Keep your eyes peeled, right? Waves, good trade yesterday. Thank you, Sniper's Nightmare, for always looking out. He's got his ear to the ground for alts. He was like, waves trade. It pumped like crazy yesterday. Trade's done. Now we look to remain for other trades. So we'll close waves for now. Shiba. Oh my God, Shiba. So Shiba has pumped up massive 20-30%, even from here. Shiba don't care. Waving around like you just don't care. So for me, Shiba needs to cool down, right? We can see we've had this marked out for quite some time here. If we pull the volume of this range, let's go across here and let's see. What we got is that we are back up to the point of control, right? So pardon me, with Shiba, we want to watch for a rejection here, right? Because what can we mostly see is that most things, especially meme coins kind of do their own thing, but we can possibly see a little bit more of a push here, but not much. I'd say the level I'm watching, well, we had this marked out, which was perfect to the T here, but I'm definitely watching this level here right around 12 cents, okay? Or 1.2 cents. Is that 12 cents? That's 1.2 cents. See, I have trouble trading anything with more than, with zeros in it. Don't get me started on like Pepe and stuff like that. Pepe to the floor. Okay, 0.00000000000. My God. So yeah, we gotta watch sheep. Look for a rejection, in my opinion, for it to the downside, right? It's hard to trade the doggy coin, right? The doggy coin doesn't. It's been jumping so sporadically. I looked at it yesterday because I was bored. I was talking to Sniper's Nightmare about this, and I'm over here. Where was I? I was here looking for a retracement back up and then a short, right? It fell, it continued sideways, and within like half a second, it jumped up to here and came down. It was like absolutely bonkers. Yeah, here it is right here. Here's the big move. Comes down, and it was like just sideways, 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 and it's just like, whee, down. Like, it's sporadic right now. Like, if you want to watch price action, this is the one to watch. It's just all over the place. So, for me right now, I don't want to play, okay? I don't want to play. There is a key level of support down here around 10.5, okay? You can possibly look for a long and continuation upwards from here, okay? It's kind of my thoughts, but look for this to hold. If this doesn't hold, we look for lower levels, okay? But right now, this is my area where I would look for a long if I was trading this. I am not trading this. Not financial advice, just, thoughts on this degenerate, beautiful coin. Trade liquid markets. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Did you guys just see that? The air mattress just fell on me. Stay. I just got attacked. Man down. All right. All right. We're okay. We're okay. Don't live stream when you have company. Hashtag not financial advice. So, XRP. I like David's buy zone. Is this your buy zone, David? 57 cents? I know we can't buy at 33 cents anymore like we did before. But where is your buy zone, my friend? Because I saw you have a buy zone. Buy zone. This is what my chart looks like. These are my targets. I was looking for it to fall down and continue downwards, okay? This box above me here at 71 cents is what is going to hold us down, which we need to get above and flip to support in order to continue upwards. When we pull this volume across, we can see that there's the next level of volume is up here in this box. We have created a little bit up where we're at right now, so this zone is starting to fill in quite nicely. And then we have the dreaded 54 cents area. That is where we do not want to fall below, okay? We do not want to fall below this. We can draw a trend line actually from here all the way up. And maybe we look for price to creep to 54 cents and go for that bounce. That bounce, baby. Swing trade. What do you guys think? I think that will be the safe play on XRP. Until then, if we zoom in, we can definitely find some levels. So let's go there. Let's go to 4. Let's look at this trend line. My God. Why is everything so sideways? No trade on XRP. Sideways action, okay? Following the downtrend. Protect yourselves. Look for that dip of the toes, okay? We're looking for the dip of the toes, trying to get into the water and then pop off, okay? So patience on XRP in the short-term time frames. Let's go over to our good friend Ada. Whew. Ada. My friend, Charles Hoskin, you're not doing too well. bleeding against Bitcoin. This is what this tells me. Bleeding against Bitcoin. Clear downtrend. Gary Gensler dropped us like it was hot. We've retraced back up. I bought down here, sold up here. I'm pretty happy about my ADA profits, but now we are bleeding against Bitcoin, right? If we go to the weekly, yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. You can see there's very much wiki action here. Big bearish candle, continuation imminent, right? And then we look for this 22 cents area for support. We look down here for support. If we lose it, it's not so good. But short-term ADA, we want to see a bounce. Okay, we can see that this trend line has been respected, right? And this trend line is very simple. We have a beautiful trend line coming across here, and it's been respected. Okay, so if we do come back down, we look for that bounce off of there and a continuation upwards. Now, Matic looks very similar. Looks a little bit stronger, okay? We have that downtrend. We have this sideways action. And we're looking for a bounce. We have these levels for support. This would be the first one here, right? And this is, oh, that's got to change. That's too thick. So we look for this for support where we can look for a possible long, okay? Right now, sideways action, right? So protect ourselves, and then we look to come back up to this uptrend that we had that was respected so nicely. So with ADA, same kind of thing. It doesn't look healthy in my opinion. Avalanche, very similar chart as well, okay? Draw these trend lines, look for them to be respected. You can see very much respected. So if we do drop again, right? We look for that bounce where we fire off that long or we DCA, right? On the dips, I'm buying, okay? So that's what I'm doing. And I hope that helps you guys understand when I'm looking at the market here. Going over to Bitcoin dominance. We had a little bit of a pushback, but now we are, Bitcoin dominance. We had this push down, but now we are pushing back up. We have respected this trend line, not completely, okay? So there was a nice gap here. Could be a possible gap here where we look to come back up and test this 52% area. This is what I'm talking about when we're talking about alts bleeding into Bitcoin. Bitcoin being a safe haven for people right now where we can look to park our crypto until we see some actual movement in the markets, okay? So it is painful right now. There is low volume. It is hard to trade, but there are trades to be had. Keep your ear to the ground. Join us in the free Discord. We're always here to help. Follow David on X. Follow me on X. I'm not as active, but I'm always here trying to help you guys. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to go and start my day and recover from my neck injury from the bed falling on my head. But I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I thank you guys for all your support. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you find value in this content. I'm trying to create more videos and trying to get you guys as much stuff as possible. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys. In the Discord. Much love. Peace out. Bye. Am I supposed to do like a cameo?